August 23rd, 2021. Well, here's my part two, guys. I had a little bit of technical difficulty on some of this, but when it come to the footage, but I wanted you guys to see this, and I'm going to play this. August 23rd, 2021. How's it going, guys? Well, here is a photo of that dirt bike with that black adult going down the street revving its engine. And we just across the street, there's some people just moved in across the street over there. They were backing in, they were watching this guy as he was going down. That's a good welcome in. All right, guys? Interesting. I'm going to show you guys a few things tonight. Hold on. This is a hat my friend gave me. A friend that I went all the way through school. He was in the Navy for two, I guess, I don't know if you call them tours or whatever you want to call it. He was in there for a while. And I was going to show you a picture. This is way back. That was when he had his first child with his wife. And me and him went all the way through school together. And that was way back. I mean, we graduated in '85, both of us. But before that time, it was a rough time out here. I mean, before that, I mean, this is before, there was more integration between everything. But this was real. This wasn't stuff like with hidden agendas and stuff like that. And just want you guys to see that. And we still talk. We went all the way through, like I say, went almost all the way through school together. And he had some rough times. I mean, when you only got about maybe 10 or 15 blacks in an all-white school, and some people aren't very friendly. Some people aren't very nice. But what bothers me now about this situation here, in this time period, are the ones that are trying to milk it. The ones that are trying to use this for their own agendas and stuff. And getting back to the dirt bike, how these are the ones that are out to destroy the area here in Independence and then all over in Kansas City in general. Now I'm going to show you something else this morning. Now, this is Noland Road, and took my son over this morning to go over here to Great Clips. Well, what's this all got to do with all this? Well, if you look off to the side here, you see this one. Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. Now, I'm going to let you guys go ahead and listen to me, but this gentleman, as you can see, he's looking up in the air, and he was jumping up and down. He had a tow rope that he was like throwing out, like trying to lasso stuff. And he had a machete down in his pants. You could see the handle down in his pants. And his pants actually kept falling down. Now, he walked past the haircutting place several times, and none of the employees, you would think, stuff like this, even when my dad had those convenience stores, if they had people like this, they'd call the police. Business calls the police, see somebody like this doing stuff like this, they'd have them pretty quick and they were gone. But not here. And like I'm talking about also about how people have become so desensitized. There's a lady that brought two children in, probably, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe, I think it was around 5 or 7. And she was in there, and this guy, he was walking past back and forth the window. And they didn't even act like they cared. Now, she looked a little bit jittery, but I'm going to go ahead and play this. But I want you guys to see this. And this is how our early morning here in Independence started, going getting a haircut. Gentleman right there. And he has got to be floating higher than a kite on drugs. Now, we were in Great Clips for about 15 or 20 minutes. And he walked past the doorway several times. There was a lady that brought 2 children in. They were about 5 and 7. And there was another older gentleman that went inside. And I waited to see, but there's something else about this gentleman. He actually had a machete in his pants. He had a machete knife in his pants. And he was taking a tow rope and throwing it around like a lasso. Now, this is a dash cam. It caught some of him when we pulled in. But I was waiting to see if anybody would call or say anything about this, especially with the children going in and out. They didn't. They just ignored it and went on. And this guy walking around with a machete knife down in his pants pocket wasn't good either. I was thinking a thing or two. And we were aware of the situation. But that's what all this promotes. Now, hold on. Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm going to play this. And this was that neighbor that just moved in across the street when this all took place. I want you guys to see this again. They're still bringing stuff in over there. Watch this. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's real nice, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. What I'm going to show you now is a live feed from my security cam. And if you look off, I'm on 47th Street, and there's Willis down there. And, you know, there's 46th Place over there. And, boy, that's a messed up area, too, big time. That's where I showed you guys where they threw that trash out. And that black pickup truck doesn't have no tags on it, but there was lots of vehicles that didn't have tags at one time. The city did go in and kind of clean some of that up, but that guy still, last time I seen, there was still no license plate on his vehicle, and he's still driving up and down, thinking that's cool. But that's not the other black pickup truck at the top of the hill. Now, I want to say something. Kansas City, Missouri got 2 of them a day before last at the top of the hill, handcuffed them and hauled them away. But you see this one vehicle. Now hold on for a second, guys. I'm going to get my pen in there. And it's right here. Well, this vehicle's been sitting there. Now, there's a whole bunch of people that live in these houses here, too. But this vehicle's been sitting here for an hour and a half with its lights on, with it running. Why would you do that? Now, I've had 2 thoughts about this. They use them as lookouts for the cops. So if they do see any vehicles coming, they just text text them, tell them they're heading this way, so they just hide everything. And that's what some of this is. That's how they're doing it. This is a very organized thing that they're doing here. And I want you guys to see this. I mean, this is over an hour and a half. I mean, I got everything logged in, everything timed in. It's unbelievable. And I mean, this will cause everything to just get worse here in Kansas City and Independence for the whole city. Because they need to shut them down doing this stuff. This is insane. Now, hold on. Zoom in a little bit better on that. Try to a little bit. But right there. It's right there right now. Hold on, guys.
All right, guys. So is this the future? For the ones that want everything to fall here, I think that is the future. But people can make a difference. They can make a difference. And I sure wouldn't want, if I'd had my son, we went way back like that, and he would have been 5 years old, and he'd been in that haircutting place, I'd have called the place. Because this is BS here. And this is also up on Noland Road. This is where people come off the interstate, sometimes stay at the motels. They're allowing them to crawl around like this. This is insane. Plus, this guy had a machete in stick. You could see the handle. It was all the way down. And he was walking around, and his butt was showing halfway down. His pants kept dropping down even. Now, insane, guys.